corner is the most pressure you're going to feel across this whole race. Getting it off the line is one of the toughest things you can do as you get 5 lights up. And the Bathurst Enduro is underway for Split 2 with a great start from the front runners and the TMX boys as well inside of the top 10 as they run round turn number 1. You can see Lawrence has got a good start away. They've kept themselves nice, clean and consistent, Sinka. For the final race of the season, it's a scramble towards turn 1 for the front runners and the whole field in behind. Another old leads them through one already. Davison and Felipe wanting to try and keep right on the tail of Doug Cowan. As a rolling was the front and the final leads as well. Phase there, Katakazinas.
Yes, he did. Labouring still going at each other here. 3 minutes down, we've got 17 minutes to go. They're going to go round a lot of times. It's 1 minute 21 lap times here. They're not going to stop. Shane Ratcliffe fighting out as well. Ray Oliver's got Bradley Wall alongside. Looks like Daniel Harding has...
Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to sunny Phillip Island, where the Penguins are out in their tuxedos in the foreshore, waiting for all the new spectators at their new event centre they've got. But tonight, all the action is down at the MOZA Racing Super Formula Light Championship. Tonight, we have got a 2040 split reverse top 15, and the boys are all fighting it out for some critical points out on track. Probably some boys are going to be missing because I reckon a few of them, like me, have not updated their iRacing. So it's all going to be a scramble to the very end. We are 2.5 minutes away from qualifying, but let's have a look quickly at who's where and what position on the title battles. You can see the boys in the AMs. David Layla from Project 36 has got himself by 1 point ahead of Dean Sinkovich in the AMs fight for the Super Formula Lights. In third place is Chris Tomlin, a further 98 points, followed by Andrew Martin from Get a Grip, who's in further he's 13 points behind him. Actually a bit more. The thing says 113 from the top. Then we've got in fifth place Jared Gilbert, Project 36. Sixth place Kevin Wakefield from LCR Esports. Seventh place Joshua King from Team SRW Motorsports. And eighth place Cameron Hardwick from SLM Academy. Ninth place Stevie Junior Daniels. There's the rest of them as they go through. In the Pro-Ams, we have got a massive fight on our hands. We've got Jason Depp from SLM Academy on 758 points, 138 points ahead of Nicholas Martin from Get a Grip in second place. Thomas Sonny Cena's in third place from the SLM Motorsports team, 141 points from his teammate in the Academy colours. Sam Kutaxinos, privateer, who won't be out there tonight because he is sore and hurting all over, is in fourth place. Tyler Sheep from SLM Academy is fifth. Mitchie Noble from Sim Racing Brotherhood in sixth. Timothy Schmellenberg from JWM Sim Sports in seventh. Callum Rosenator from the SLM Academy in eighth. And ninth place, Callan Hodgkinson from OPR. Nathan Verney from the Pace Syndicate rounds out your top 10. Then we're followed by Matty Neal, Brody Buchanan, Brandon Levin, Bradley Hudson, Andrew Lydon, and Keegan Coldwell. We go up to the pointy end of the grid for the pros, and Mr. Tom Donahue, one of the FDL admins and owners, is out there with a demanding lead on 889 points, 145 points ahead of Douglas Gowans. Good old Guns Out Gowans is putting on a valiant fight all the way through from SLM. Marcus Watson, who's missed a few rounds, has fought his way back into contention into the top three from Project 36, followed by Greggy Cook, the junior Project 36 driver, in fourth place. Daniel J. Byrne from Carling Motorsports has got himself up into a beautiful position in fifth place. Geordie Slater dropped a few places down from DPR Racing. Jamie Davis, Mr. Consistence, has had an up and down season so far in the open wheelers from Project 36 in seventh place. Gallo in Carling Motorsports team is in eighth place, having a few good results but lacking some consistency at the moment. Darren Fahey, who has been up on the podium a few times this season, but missed a few runs, which has cost him a heap of hefty points. He's down in ninth place. Ray Oliver, our FIFO from SLM Motorsports, who's probably working one week and then not the next, is in 10th place, followed by Phil Vella from Maxi Boost, Jackson Dial from Project 36, and Ryan Cox from Team SRW Motorsports in 13th. That rounds it off. Let's take a look at these boys as they just start qualifying and all out with some amazing colours on the amazing Phillip Island circuit. Not one of my favourites, but adorned by a lot of the drivers out there. The undulation in this track, the corners, and some of the amazing runoffs to the beach sceneries are very demanding. Welcome to the room downstairs, Mr. Kobe, pushing the buttons tonight, filling in for Biggles. He is doing the job because guess what? It's happy 50th birthday to Mr. Biggles. Dean Biggles tonight is celebrating his 50th birthday with his family. And a big happy birthday to him. I'm not going to go out and do a Marilyn Monroe serenade just yet, but maybe after the PG times are gone. But welcome to the room tonight. Feeling a bit better, Mr. James Watson. How you doing, Watto? How's it going, mate? And good to see you recovering back on your beautiful dulcet tones.
Well, that's one way to refer to my unintelligible screaming, but yes, feeling a little better, hopefully able to speak a little more than just 10 words per who knows how long this time around. But yeah, this one should hopefully be an incredible show. You know, Phillip Island, we've seen in both of the times I broadcasted the 86s here has always put on a unbelievable race with those cars. And I'm hoping it continues with these as well. This track has always seemed to be really well suited to kind of lower powered, little lower level machinery, which, you know, should include these lights. So I'm hoping we get another absolutely incredible barn burner.
Well, Phillip Island, I'm not sure if this is correct or not, but I believe they have lost the superbikes to Adelaide. So that
They have.
Yeah, a sad ending to a beautiful era of superbikes at Phillip Island. It's a shame they don't just do them at both.
Right.
Both in Adelaide and here, because they're both going to be amazing circuits. And I believe, if I'm not wrong, is it going to the Bend? I'm not sure if it is or if it's going to a street circuit in Adelaide. I can't remember a street circuit. My wife tells me in the back end.
Yep, which is
so
a choice.
It's going to be interesting to see the bikes on a street circuit. That's going to be definitely interesting. Maybe it's going to bring it up to something along the levels of the Isle of Man. Who knows? With the TTs. But couple of cracking times already set up there, mate. Mr. Thomas Donahue, it was in the top spot with a 1.22602. Now in second place of Marcus Watson, just smashing a 122.274. Dougie Gowan's in third place. Jason Depp, consistent as ever, up there at the pointy end again in the Pro-Ams, and followed by Nicky Martin and Rosenator. Dean Sikovic from the AMs up in seventh, and Kevin Wakefield in eighth. So could be pretty cool. Brandon Anderson, g'day, mate. Endo, why aren't you driving? And why are you not on track? And where the hell have you been? Good evening, mate. And yes, street circuit is correct. It's going to be I think it's going to be a good track out there tonight, mate. I think these boys are going to light it up big time.
Absolutely.
I think Dean's propulsion to 8th place is going to be short-lived, as I see some of the other names that are out there still trying to get some times out, because it's only in the first few minutes. It will get cut off at the 15-minute mark because it is a feature race tonight, a 20-40 split. But some great... this is a corner that gets a lot of people undone right here. Nice little camber on the inside. You've got to hit that camber spot on. And then this is not as easy as it looks. It's like a bit of a double left-hander. You've got to try to maximise and use as much of the track as possible, and then get it in tight here so you don't end up on the grass. And then this massive toe is going to be very interesting tonight, mate. It's going to be interesting to see how it works and at what point the boys let it go, because it's deep into here as a right-hander, and you want to get it far left when you can to open up the late race line and get as much pace coming through as possible.
And the great lap for Depp right there. He had a huge slipstream, as you saw. I was able to get him up to P3, just barely half a tenth off a pole.
Yeah, and that's not a pole you would see in a pub. That is a pole on track. He's getting better and better as the weeks get on. He's I think he's learned a real lot this last two seasons, getting up the pointy end. He was up there early, late last year, and starting to get up there, but not as consistent as he is this season. This season he's actually mixed it up, and he's improved in racecraft and consistency, which has been a massive key.
Yeah, I remember when I filled in at Mugello about a month ago, he was solidly, I think, top 4 in both races. He's just absolutely showing some ridiculous pace. He's Pro-Am right now. You have to imagine he's not long for this class if he keeps putting up results like this.
No, he's definitely going to be his last season as a Pro-Am. I couldn't see him. He's going to win the title, so he's going to get promoted anyway. At this point, he's 160 points ahead, as we saw earlier on. So it's going to be a tough task to beat him with his consistency at the moment. He'd literally need to not race the next 2 races, because when he's on track, his consistency is next level. He is in... What have we got here? Why have we lost a few drivers at the top end? It looks like Daniel Byrne is in top, but that can't be right because we saw Marcus Watson up there.
That's because they put in a faster lap time, Steve.
What, they have too? They have dropped down. I didn't see Marcus Watson's time then. It must have been just hidden in the background, but what the hell? Whoa, Dougie. Oh, he spun it out of the way. Watch where you're going, Mr. Fahey. That's not a bad goal. Wow, what a time there. 121.991 from Daniel Byrne, ladies and gents. He has thrown the gauntlet down. Jason Depp is in second place with a 122.113. Whoa, that is spectacular. Like 3 100ths off faster than Marcus Watson. Dougie Gowan's in fourth. And Tom Donahue in fifth, the current series leader. Wow, Greggy Cook, Davey Gallo, Ray Oliver, who's in tonight's, Thomas Sonny Cena in ninth, and Callum Rosenator in 10th. Rosenator is another one that's improved as well, coming off last season. Going into the SLM Academy, he's looks like he's just feeling a little bit at home in there. He's getting some good tutelage out there, probably racing with Uncle Gowans. He's always ready to help the younger fellas out there. Gowan, so it'll be interesting. Brad Hudson in the new livery. He's got himself the green nose for the JWM. Love the work, Mr. Hudson, and it's going to make it a little bit easier to pick him out from the Schmellenbergs. Teammates he has out there.
Yep, I distinctly remember that was something I also struggled with when I filled in a month ago.
Yeah, it is a tough one. There's Timothy Schmellenberg. God, it's all gone. Schmellenberg is in the red, okay? And his brother was usually in the red as well, so I'm not sure if he's changed the colour as well, but he's not out there on track at the moment. But also the SLM boys have done some colour swaps as well, so which is good to see. Still a few people out there. I am not too far from getting Iracing up and going, which is bloody awesome. But I'm glad everyone else is out there and rocking and rolling. We have got Draveler. The question is Jamie Davis out there? Can't see him on track. He's got the blue nose cone there.
Session.
He's not in the session. Maybe he's missing out tonight. Brad, Mr. Anderson. Where is Jamie at the moment? There's Dave Lawler. He's out there on track. He has had a good turnaround. His first few races, he was like, oh, my God, what am I doing on track here this season? Being a freshie to the open wheelers here. And he is consistently getting better week in, week out and starting to pick up some pace and showing some good racecraft out there. We're down to the last 5 minutes, so it'll the hammer will fall, just like in the Queen song, and it will go straight at the 15-minute mark. There will be no final lap or anything like that.
Darren Gowans to the top.
Whoa, Gowans has done an exceptional job. Jamie Davis is on personal leave. He was being given personal leave by the Project 36 team. Gowans has put it all the way to the top nicely at 121.844. So cracking bit of pace. We're on track with David Lawler. He's got himself in the top 10 at the moment. We're going to be 2040, so it's going to be a tough first 20 as well. It's going to be a lot of action in his first one. Few more minutes left. D-Lawler P10, yeah, he's actually dropped to 11 now because Ray Oliver has got himself up. A lot of the pros are starting to get up the pointy end now, as we can see them coming through. Jason Depp being the outcast up there. Darren Fahey is struggling. I don't know why he's struggling. He should be up there. I expect him to be right up there around 7th place. So maybe he's just not being able to get a clean lap in at the moment.
Yeah, I think he's going to take it a bit easier tonight and try to build some of the pace later on tonight.
Yeah, he seems to be one of those...
Yeah,
Yep.
Darren's actually a good friend of mine long before I started any work with SRW TV from the Indie Pro 2000 community. So
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
yeah, so
he's a bit of a weapon. He's just got to get some consistency in his racing. He is the Dan Bartouche of the Super Formula Lights. He just gets so unlucky and wound up in people's cars falling apart in front of him and all that sort of stuff, which is very unfortunate for him. But he's on track. Who we got? Greggy Cook in the lead position there.
that's also how it was in the Indy Pro 2000
Pros.
SFL races, unfortunately.
Yes. But yeah, great. One of the original guys in our Formula series, in our open wheel series, when we started the Formula 3s back 3 or 4 years ago, him and Dougie Gowans and that used to race in the lounge with me and Dean when we were not, when I wasn't commentating and just enjoying the racing. But yeah, loved having him in there. Always a bit of a laugh. Love to take the piss out of me, that's for sure.
Who doesn't?
Oh, this is true. Kutka Xenos is having a go out there too. So he's out on track. I'm not sure if he's setting any lap times. I know he's in a bit of pain. He's hurt himself. Maybe he's going to stomach it and get out there. We're on board of Mr. Greggy Cook with 1.5 seconds left to go.
Thomasina with a really bad accident.
Oh, no. Look at that. Ray Oliver getting a cracking tow down the main straight behind one of the Schmellenbergs, I think it was. Got a beautiful tow getting his final lap in. We're down to the 1.24 minutes left. We've still got Dougie Gowans at the pointy end, Daniel Byrne in second, Marcus Watson third, Donahue in fourth. Then Gallo. The Carling boys are all at the pointy end, which is good to see. They're both very, very fast boys. Followed by Jason Depp, who's fallen down to sixth place. That looked like Stevie Daniels Jr. in the on the grass for a little bit back there. Jared Gilbert leading the AMs at the moment, mate. Very, very good. So we've got, he's a Project 36 driver too, isn't he? I'm pretty sure he is.
I believe you're right.
Yeah, so that's not too bad. Project 32 has got the top two drivers in the AMs at the moment. Aspiring new drivers.
And you see, in classic SRW fashion, times are close. Stupidly close. Like, you have barely 2/10 separating the top six.
Yeah, it is nuts. Have a look. 121.844, 122.832 down to 16th place, down to Tyler Sheaf in 18th place. So it is not stomaching it, only in the session to save the replay. Neck hurts too much. Or Mr. Catacozanus has hurt his neck, obviously. There, the hammer just fallen, ladies and gents. There is a 1 second gap all the way down to, what is it? 18th place. That is just crazy. The grid is super, super close. It's going to be an absolute perler out there, and these boys are going to be gritting up any minute. Wow, this is going to be good, man. This is going to be amazing. So, ladies and gents, this is how we stand at the moment. Pole position is brought to you by Mr. Dougie Gowans from the SLM/FTR group. He has done a 121.844, and as I just stated, all the way down 1 second down to 18th place. Daniel Byrne from the Carlings Motorsport team is in second place and on the front row with him. On the second row, we've got Thomas Donahue from FDL, beside Marcus Watson from Project 36. On the third row, Davey Gallo from the Carling Motorsports team beside Jason Depp from the SLM Academy. In the fourth row, Greggy Cook from Project 36 beside Thomas Sunny Cena from SLM. In the fifth row, Jared Gilbert from Project 36 is beside Matt Neal from, I think that's Matt Neal, Mr. Neal, we'll call him for now, I can't remember, from ANZ Racing League in 10th place. place. So they are in the 5th row. In the 6th row, Nicky Martin from Get a Grip with a new logo. Ray Oliver from SLM beside him. In the 7th row, Dave Lawler from the Project 36 team beside Callum Rosenader from the SLM Academy. Schmellenberg from JWM is in the 8th row beside Darren Fahey from DPR. Tyler Shee from SLM is beside Dean Simkovich on the 9th row. In the 10th row, Andrew Martin is from Get a Grip in beside Cameron Hardwick in 20th place. As we go down the stream, it is 11th place. 11th row is Stevie Daniels from LCR beside Brad Hudson from JWM, and the teammates from LCR, Kevin Wakefield and Chris Tomlin are in the 12th row. Followed by downstairs tonight, we have got the amazing, who is our race directors tonight? We've got Josh Horton and Stephanie Bacoli, I think it is. And down the bottom there, we've got Katakazunas, who has not made the cut, but we've also got Hodgkinson, who hasn't set a time. As we get ready for them, the boys are gritting up. A draft party, yeah. It's haven't played drafts in a long, long time. And here is the SLM Motorsports car of Mr. Gowans. Is that Gowans?
Yes.
It is, yeah. I didn't realise his car was silver. I thought it was white for some reason. So good to see the flying colours of Gowans there as he is ready to go in his nice green helmet and green mirrors, followed by the very fast driver 808, Daniel Byrne. As you can see them all lining up down the main straight, just about 3/4 along, with some amazing pace tonight. Very close battle. We expect this to go down to the wire. This is a 20-minute heat at the moment, so it's not going to be too long. We are green for the MOZA Racing Super Formula Light Championship. Dougie Gowans has pulled off a beautiful start. He's got Daniel Byrne tucking him right behind him in the slickstream straight away. Thomas Donahue has got a beautiful exit there in front of Marcus Watson. Watson is trying to get the inside line. It's too wide in there. Oh, no! Daniel Byrne has gone sideways and not sure if he got contact or not, but he is gone and left it into the dirt. His car's lost his front wing and some of the downforce. Unfortunately for Daniel, he got a fantastic start. He's not going to be happy about that. Dougie Gowans is now side by side with Marcus Watson. Watson and Gowans tucked wheels, wheel on wheel. We're going all the way out there. It looks like one of the Carling boys, Gallo, has also gone out wide. Gowans has managed to stay on track. Jason Depp is tucked in behind him, and Greg Cook looks like it was Donahue that went off with one of the Carling boys at the same time, exiting stage left. As we see Dougie Gowans coming around the back part, the double right-hander, and double left-hander, I should say, converting it over the drop into the corkscrew of some sort here. Nice little angle there, doing a great job coming through there, and the rest of the team are going too wide behind there. Looking very dangerous, some of the moves that the boys are making in these cars that will fall apart at the slightest breath of fresh air. As Dougie Gowans comes across the line for the first of many laps in our 20-minute sprint, and everyone files down. This is our first time down the main straight after the start and finish. Let's see how the draft works and who's going to be able to maintain it. Jason Depp is all over the back of Gowans. Look at Greggy Cook and Watson. Watson's thrown his car from the back of Greggy Cook into the back of Depp, trying to get it over and under. He's done a beautiful pass there. Thomas Sunnysetter, Matt Neal, Nicky Martin, Jason Gilbert, David Lawler all round off the top 10 with Callum Rosenader. We've seen a few fast boys fall off that pack. Oh, Watson locks it up and just spears it underneath. He's going to lose that position to Greggy Cook. Cook does a beautiful job recovering from there. Watson put the money all on black then, and it didn't quite work off. It didn't make the braking zone, and Cookie just popped in underneath him again. But that won't be over. We know that Watson is going to be a tough camper all the way through. He was actually lucky that they didn't contact because they're both teammates. Greggy Cook has made the move on Jason Depp. He's got over and underneath him. Beautifully done. Watson under brakes. He's thrown that car. He's sent it down the hill. I tell you what, if he went out wider, he wouldn't have made it. But he's got the inside camber of that dip, which is amazing. But on the way of back of Greggy Cook, his teammate, so he's got to be careful here how he gets past him. He's got to make sure when he sends it He sends it nice and clean. The draft is tight there. Oh, Jason Deb's smart move. Bit of a double toe. He's got it side by side. Taking a beautiful run there. He's got Watson pegged in. Watson's pegged in. He's got, and Greggy Cook's taking it inside. Oh, 2 by 2. It's Cook on the inside. Watson on the inside. Overlapping. Oh, nice and clean. Come all the way through. And Jason there lives to fight another day. What a move that was. 3 of these boys putting on a spectacular bit of running there, mate.
Absolutely. And we were 4 wide towards the midfield as well going into turn 1.
That was some spectacular running then. That was amazing how those boys came through there without contacting each other. But out of all that, Greggy Cook still managed to maintain the overlap on his teammate, Marcus Watson, but not sure for how long. Cameron Hardwick has gone for a journey. Is he missing a wheel? I think he might be missing a rear left.
I think he's missing a lot of things. Oh, goes around and...
Oh, no, he's got the wheel there. Yep, he's just missed. He might be all right. He might be all right. He might be all right. He just touched the front nose. Oh, he's lost the front. Yeah, he's lost the front wing. So he won't be happy with that. It might be a bit hard around this track. But straight away, ladies and gents, Dougie Gowans has moved it all the way up. He's 1.4 seconds ahead at the moment. It looks like Marcus Watson has got around Greggy Cook with some team orders. Or maybe it's just an age thing. Age before beauty. And there's Watson taking that beautifully down the inside of that line. Greggy Cook falling in behind him. Jason Depp is still there sniffing around, waiting for it. Mr. Neal is in 5th. Thomasani Cena 6th. Nick Martin 7th. Gilbert in 8th. Gilbert in 8th. Lawler in 9th. Darren Fahey's got himself up to 10th. Where is our lead? Our lead AMs are in 8th. Oh, Gilbert's just past Nicky Martin up into 7th place, side by side as they're coming through. Have a look at this. It is beautiful gold and black. Nicky Martin's a bit of contact. Oh, more contact. Oh, Dave Lawler's gone round as well during all that too.
Oh,
we'll have to see.
Way off in the ground.
He's down with Schmellenberg. Yeah. This track takes no prisoners. It's just... when it's time to send someone, it sends them. Tell you what, lucky there's grass everywhere. Look at this inside move of the LCR versus Brad Hudson. Brad Hudson on Chris Tomlin. Inside line, taking a beautiful camber line through there. And Tomlin is taking a wider line. This is going to be a tough one. These guys are very close. Behind Tomlin is, who's that? I can't quite see. Oh, it looks like it's Thomasani Cena, if I am right. Or is it Tyler Sheaf? Oh, yeah, it is Dean. Yeah, Dean's in the darker version. I forgot he didn't have the white nose anymore on that car. And there he is. He's having a look to see where he can go. He's got nowhere to go because Hudson's boxed him in as well. He couldn't pull out on the back of Tomlin because Hudson was on his right. Now Hudson's taking the outside line. Dean's got a double toe, but he's got nowhere to go. They've blocked the road off on him in a massive way. He's got the pace coming through there. Double toes brought him very close to the back of Hudson. He's got the inside line. He's going to be able to hold it through. Him and Hudson are going wheel to wheel. They're coming through. Under brakes. Hudson takes the inside line. Tomlin locks it up. Dean locks it up as well. It's cost him a bit of pace there. He's brought Ray Oliver onto the back of him as well. He's got to be very careful now because we know Ray Oliver is a bit of a weapon in these cars too. He's actually a bit of a weapon in anything with a steering wheel and 4 wheels. So it would be very, very interesting. All right.
Marcus Watson has got himself a 10-second penalty, forcing another driver off track. I wonder if that might be what set Daniel Byrne off into the barrier on lap 1.
Could have been that, or it could have been also. Oh, Ray Oliver has had contact with one of the LCR boys. Who was it? Kevin Wake? Was it Wakefield? Yes, it was Wakefield. Yeah. Wakefield continues his misery on 4 wheels for the moment. He seems to be getting into a lot of situations. Looks like, he's just rolled it round, and Wakefield unfortunately had nowhere to go. Oh, it was only a mild contact. Only mild contact. That's not too bad. Lucky for Wakefield. Whoa, lucky for Wakefield, backing up, nearly backed up into a oncoming David Lawler. That could have been really, really bad. I'm not sure if Lawler's called that in, but that could have been really messy.
Also, contact Nick Martin and Gilbert.
Martin's just lost.
There went a side pod.
Yeah, side pod is gone. I love the way it just slid off, just like in the real world. There's battles everywhere, people. There's battles everywhere. These boys are putting on a fantastic show tonight, as we completely expected it on a track like this. Track that I'm not a massive fan of, but you know what? I don't have to drive it, so I don't have to like it. As long as the show's fantastic, it's all good for me. Gowans is really doing a cracking job out there, man. He's got the lead in a demanding position. Marcus Watson is you can see him now. He's getting the draft, but he's not close enough to make any effect there on Dougie Gowans. Gowans has got 7/10 at the moment on that. The difference from the toe was really just 1/10. So Douglas Gowans did a fantastic job there. Griggy Cook is starting to fall off his teammate Watson. He's 2.5 seconds off him. Then Jason Depp is getting up to Cookie at the moment. So there's going to be a bit of a fight coming up in the next 5 minutes. It's going to be Depp, Neil, and Tomasani Sina and Cook fighting for those last few positions on the podium. But Gilbert has done a cracking job. Here goes Hudson on the side of Sinkovic. Sinkovic and Hudson, they're probably in the lounge downstairs together having a bit of a chinwag across this. Hudson, a former admin and a stalwart of our Super Formula Light series, is now renovating a home and got more priorities in life than admin, which is amazing, but a massive part of the Super Formula Light community at SRW.
Well, Tyler Sheaf called something in just now.
Yeah, well, he's got Stevie Daniels and Chris Tomlin around him. He's in an LCR sandwich at the moment, so it could be that he wants some tomato sauce or some cheese with that. But he's probably getting a lot of dead horse on it. They're probably giving him a lot of hard work. Stevie Daniels in the chrome version of the car.
Yeah, it's definitely a LCR look I am not used to. You're so used to the normal scheme that is a bit jarring, honestly.
If we do get a lull in the race, maybe. Oh, yeah, that was very, very close. He just backed it off then just in time before the contact happened. If we do get a chance during a lull, which in the 20 minutes is going to be tough, let's have a look at the Tom Donahue losing the positions and also the Daniel Byrne incident in lap 1. Because we lost 2 fast boys there. Donahue is down to 10th place and Daniel Byrne all the way down to 21st after qualifying second. So he would be a very unhappy man. And then we lost his teammate, Davey Gallo, all the way down to the last place. Not last place, in 20th place. So let's have a look here. We've got Watson coming through. Oh,
yep, there's the...
touched? Or did...
Yeah, I think that was Watson. I think that's what Watson got penalized for.
Okay. I couldn't quite see. Oh. It looked like it might have been some netcode involved in there as well, so I'm not sure if that's the incident. Not sure if that's the incident. I mean, it looks like that from our line, but I'm sure the boys downstairs would have looked at it differently as well. Maybe that's not the incident that Watson was penalised for. But we'll have a look at that. Do we see, when you get a chance, we'll have a look at Donahue and Gallo exiting as well. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Yeah, it looks, broadcast doesn't always tell the truth with netcodes, but downstairs would have seen it from a couple of different angles. So it's quite possible it is. It looks like it is from our perspective, but that's not always the case when you look at it from the RC's perspective. If it's netcode, it's netcode.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So, see another
This is
view
the other
of it
replay.
right here.
Yep. Oh, yeah, see? Yeah. We'll leave it downstairs. It does look like netcode. It does look like a netcode from our perspective, but we'll leave it for the boys downstairs.
You saw Tom Donahue having to go off in the gravel trying to avoid it, so that's where Tom lost all of his positions.
What about Gallo?
Yeah, I think Gallo was involved with the with Smallenberg, I think about 5 or 6 laps later.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, what happened there? That was a Gallo. That was different again, wasn't
Yeah.
it? So
You
who's...
see, right?
Oh, so there's a rotating car here. Oh, and he's avoided that. And he's driven into the side of one of the Schmellenbergs. All right, so yeah. So he's avoiding the incident in front of him, and looks like they've driven into each other there too. So I guess we'll see what happens.
Oh, Stevie Daniels around.
Stevie Daniels is around. Like Malcolm McLaren. Any of the old people laugh at that one, mate. Here we go, Stevie. Oh, I think he's done that trying to avoid contact with Nicky Martin then. He slammed the brakes on to avoid them. You know, you got to admire boys when that sort of thing happens. They, it's some people will just continue and take the guy in front, but in this series, a lot of them will try to pull it up as quick as they can. All right,
that's great because that would have been a huge shunt because that would have killed both cars, and I believe he had Tyler Sheaf right behind them too. That likely would have also been annihilated in that. So he saved a lot of carbon fiber there.
He did save a lot of carbon fiber. Or are these cars
battles right here?
Or are these cars all digitally printed, as in 3D printed? But yeah, the battles are here. They've got Rosenator at the moment being hunted down by Darren Fahey. Fahey is all the way the back of here. He's getting a double choke coming through. Look at this. Oh, great bit of work there. Donahue on the outside. Is that Donahue in...
It is.
On the inside? He's gone from his magenta to a blue this weekend. He's come and surprised me and put it in a different colour. Good on him. Let's have a look how he's going here. Donahue is putting the hard work on. He's getting pressure. Have a look at this inside line. Beautiful bit of work there by Rosenator, finding it and getting it back in there. Cracking bit of work, actually.
Meanwhile, David Gallo just received a 20-point penalty for forcing another driver off track. I reckon that's probably the Smallenberg crash that we watched just a little bit ago.
Yeah, I think so too. The good thing about the penalty point system and the way we've structured the points as well these days, it's drive-through kills your race, yeah. Whereas with the way things go with the penalty points, it gives you the ability to fight it back and get those positions back later on and maintain the track position as well. So, which is pretty cool. Still going. Fahey is having a great run here. He's having a bit of fun in a big way.
Yeah, he had a big moment off the last corner.
Oh, no, Rosenator's cooked it round the corner. Oh, he's holding his brakes. He's just pulled it out. He's done the right thing there. He's held the brakes, and he's seen that he's in a predictable position and he could pull away from it at the right time. So great bit of work there by Rosenator.
Now it just leaves Darren and Tom to throw haymakers at each other right now.
As long as they don't start throwing handbags, mate. We have got 3 minutes left. So Dougie Gowans has still got himself a 9/10 gap on Marcus Watson as we watch Donahue pressing hard here, getting himself up towards the pointy end. We've got a reverse top 15 at the moment. Oh,
and
incident there.
Yeah, Gerard Gilbert, 5-second time penalty for causing the collision.
Oh, that's gonna suck. Which one was that? I can't even remember it, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm struggling to remember it as well. And that might mess up his lead for the class win, because it's right about 5 seconds or so from him to Chris Tomlin.
Well, we are back in flying colours with a second camera as well. At the moment, I'm watching the same fight down the bottom, so Kobe and I are still on the same wavelength, which is always good. The boys are putting on a cracking bit of show here. The Carling boys down the back are coming through now with their teammates. The two cars, they'll be not happy tonight. They were not gone their way. But I'll tell you what, Gowans is doing a great job. Greggy Cook's got a pressure from Jason Depp at the moment. Jason Depp's got the toe down the back straight at the moment and getting right on the covers of Greggy Cook. So there's a bit of a fight of two young fellas going on there.
Brad Hudson's
off. Yeah, Hutto is off on track somewhere. He is got that green beast of his out in the dirt. So all that hard work he did to get himself up the pointy end, it's come backwards. But we've got Jared Gilbert leading the AMs at the moment, which is spectacular work out there. Jason Depp leading the Pro-Ams. And Dougie Gowans, the OG, is doing a spectacular job at the front of the track and maintaining the distance he needs to. If you're out there supporting someone, let us know. We're down. We've got to keep an eye out for the flag when it comes out, because it will come out and it will surprise us. A few back markers coming through. Hardwick and Hodgkinson as well. Hodgkinson must have entered the series.
Oh, they're going to be side by side here, turn two. Around goes Cook.
Was it touch or was it just him trying to maintain the pace around that corner? Interesting to see.
Or it might have been netcode again.
It might have been. But let's have a look at it. We've got it from a different angle here. No, this is it. Yeah, this is it. Coming through. Oh.
I can't see from that angle.
Can't see from that angle.
Oh no, they interlocked right there.
Yeah, they do. They do interlock. The question's going to be, did Cookie leave enough space? And did he move on top of Jason, or did Jason drift out from the curb into him? That's going to be what they're going to be looking at.
Went around again.
Yep, look at this bottom screen at the moment and the top screen, a different viewing angle, ladies and gents. There's a massive battle there. Greggy Cook, he has got Thomas Sonny Cena and Tom Donahue. Donahue has got, I tell you what, Darren Fahey nearly tucked in under there. He's got Tom Donahue in front of him and Darren Fahey behind him. That's a great bit of fighting going on there for the top 10 positions. Gilbert in 9th, Sheaf in 10th. I think this is a reverse top 15 if memory serves me correctly. But down the main straight, and ladies and gentlemen, Dougie Gowans takes the finish line as he comes around. He has done it and done it in spectacular fashion, taken heat 1 from the boys in the Project 36 team by 6 seconds, followed by Marcus Watson and Jason Depp in 3rd place. It was a perfect run there by Gowan. Showed some amazing pace and a beautiful start and getting up to the pointy end. We've got an ancient fellow, Harry Dodds, popped in the room with some words of wisdom. Definite touch at turn 2. Yeah, it was definitely a touch, mate. Not debating. We just don't know whose fault it was. But tell you what, some cracking driving out there. We saw in the AMs some great driving all the way up through the Pro-Ams and the Pros. But look at the top 15 reverse. This is going to be spectacular. We're in the warm-up. Let's see if we can get the results up, because Iracing has just disappeared and cleared everything. There it is, ladies and gents. The MOZA Racing Super Formula Lights round 7 this week is at Phillip Island, and heat 1 of the 2 heats for tonight's round is being led out by Dougie Gowans after a spectacular qualifying period, with some of the boys swapping it around and missing out and falling further down the field. But Marcus Watson did a cracking job getting back up to the pointy end with Jason Depp in 3rd. He held out his positioned very well there and making sure that he doesn't get shoved around. Cracking bit of work there. Matty Neal from the ANZ Racing League is in 4th place. Thomas Sunny Sena 5th. The pro driver of Donahue got himself back up into 6th place, and Darren Fahey behind him in 7th. Greggy Cook fought his way through most of that race, getting some amazing battles there. Jared Gilbert in 9th place, Tyler Sheaf in 10th. That rounds out your top 10. Then it goes to the rest of the field. Chrissy Tomlin from LCR Esports in 11th. Nicky Martin in 12th. Dean Sinkovich in 13th. Dave Lawler in 14th. Rosenator in 15th. Hudson in 16th. Wakefield 17th. Daniels 18th. Andrew Martin in 19th. And Daniel Byrne in 20th place. As we come down the back end, we've got Davey Gallo, his teammate from Carling's Motorsport team in 21st, Schmellenberg 22nd, Oliver 23rd, Hardwick 24th, Hutchinson 25th. Kudika Xenos did not take the field as he came around. The safety car driver tonight is driven by Stephanie Piccoli. She is the race steward, and the race director tonight is Joshua Horton. So the boys and girls downstairs had a bit of work to do. But reverse top 15, whoop, whoop, this is going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, especially since we've already seen a lot of craziness in and of itself. And the fact that we've seen some 4 wide already with all the fast guys having to make their way up through the field now. Oh boy, this first lap is going to be crazy. And lap 2. And lap 3. And probably lap 10 as well.
Yep. Car 13. Who's car 13? David Lawler looking for an incident on lap 4. So I can't remember who that was. That's a bit far back from my memory. But we'll see if something ventures out of that. Ray Oliver is the only one out on track at the moment on the bottom screen. As we can see, the beautiful Phillip Island and the beautiful yacht down the back there. See, this is a place where it is just an amazing place to visit. I haven't had the liberties of going out on the amazing go-kart track there as well, but the track is sensational.
And fun fact for those that don't know, but I'm sure probably already know, the go-kart track is the exact same shape as the actual track.
Yeah, it is. It is. That it is. Very, very true, mate. Very true. Great place to come as a young fella to learn how to race and then go out on the big track with the big boys, get the elbows out and have a bit of fun. Yeah. So Ray Oliver's out there at the moment going for a bit of a squirt. So this is a fixed setup series. So he's got the selection that Iracing gives him that the boys are selected. And from there on, it's fixed. So it's true pace out there to the boys. It's all about the way they handle the setups and work with it. For those of you who are out there, you've got some family or friends or partners or teammates out there on track, let us know. Hit the button, do a bit of tippy-tappy typing and let us know who you're following and who you're supporting. So we can share them in both our cameras. You're not always going to have the 2 cameras going. We try to keep it going as much as possible, especially when there's battles to show. It makes it a little bit more spectacular to see your family and friends going there. But a massive shout out to all our sponsors, Warren and Brown Tools, Shunt Scenery, Grim Industries, Phoenix Driver Development, and MOZA Racing for the Super Formula Light Series. As we mentioned last week, they'll be the last season with us for MOZA. They've gone on to bigger and better things. They're doing a lot of stuff offshore. But we are looking for a title sponsor for the open wheelers and also for the GT3s because we can't just drain everything we've got out of Warren and Brown Tools, that's for sure. All right, we're not too far off, mate. Here we go. Ray Oliver. That's not Ray Oliver at the moment. That is Callum
Rayover does not
Rosenator.
exist right now.
No, that's Callum Rosenator out there at the moment, and he's. I like the blue he's picked for this. It's a bit like a satin, isn't it? It's not quite gloss, but it's like a satin.
Yeah, it almost looks like kind of a matte spec map.
Yeah,
Which
I do
love.
like that color.
Yeah, and I put matte on pretty much all of my paint, so yeah, I think that looks sleek.
Yeah, it does look very, very fresh. Tom Donohue's in the blue as well tonight. He's got that patent chrome version. He drove it in the magenta color last week, so he's gone from magenta cyan. The question is, will he go yellow or black next week? He started black earlier in the season. But if you're out there, let us know who you're supporting. We are not too far from getting the get on. There's a few drivers are waiting for him to come online and get back in their positions. Tomlin's there. As you can see, the boys, Greggy Cook's behind him. Tom Donohue there in 10th place, so he's got a bit of fighting to do. Sonny Cena right behind him. Matt Neal getting ready to go. Jason Depp all the way down in 13th place, and behind him you can see Marcus Watson is there. Dougie Gowans is there in the 15th place. So this is going to be very interesting. I'm going to leave my camera down there. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 40-minute feature. So there will be one pit stop through here. We are ready to go. The feature race tonight for the MOZA Racing Super Formula Light Championship is go. And we are out there running. It looks like everyone has got themselves out on track. It might have missed Marcus Watson. I don't think he made the grid, but I'll get the boys to check that. No, he is down there. He's in 13th place already, making a few more places as we come down the front of the row. Well, Rosenator getting pressure from Lawler. Lawler is coming through with Nicky Martin on the back of him, just having a bit of a sniff. Dean Sinkovich is having a look side by side there with Tyler Sheaf and Darren Fahey getting in closely behind them as well. As they come down, you can see a lot of them coming through 2 wide, 3 wide, wheel by wheel. It looks like we're trying to funnel it through, but Dean's...
someone's on.
It looks like there's a bit of contact. Looks like the contact from Stevie Daniels into Jason Depp, I think it might have been. Yes, it was. And also car 32 is rotated around. That is, who is that, car 32?
Also,
and Daniel Byrne's been involved as well. Car 32 is rotated around, but at the moment,
Jared
Gilbert, yeah, he's gone off as well. Dougie Gowans is making his way through. He's in 11th place already, up 4 places. Marcus Watson up 6, Daniel Fay up 4. So there's a few things being called in as incidents happening. Dave Lawler is gone. But as we look at the moment, Rosenator, Nicky Martin, Sinkovich. Sinkovich is having a look on the inside of Martin as they come down the back straight. Where's it going to go? Martin's taking the inside line. Dean's tucking in right beside him. Is he going to go under brakes here? Is he going to be able to make the move? He has made the move. He's come underneath him. Beautiful work. It's Rosenator, the leader out there, who's out there, has lost grip coming around that corner on his own, unfortunately.
And
looks like one of the
Steve.
LCR boys. Oh, what the hell? Oh, no. Did you see that? That was Jared Gilbert. Lost control.
Because of that.
Yeah, he lost control of his car and he's clipped the front wing of, oh my God, of Rosenator. Rosenator is going to be cursing. Oh, he's actually just unfortunate. So unfortunate.
He has absolutely folded that right rear suspension.
Yeah, look at that. He's destroyed that car. Oh, my goodness.
David Lawler also got himself a black flag. He jump-started it. I caught it on the grid, but he rolled forward before the lights came out. It wasn't much, but he just rolled enough to break the timing beam and get himself a penalty.
Yeah, this is crazy out there at the moment. Have a look at this, ladies. But Dean Sinkovich was leading. He's finding it out of Nicky Martin at the front end. He's had to go for it big time now. Is he going to be able to hold Martin off? He's got Martin on the outside line. coming in on him. He's got in front of him, but now he has got Darren Fahey, the OG, one of the original boys. Oh, 237 requesting a tow. Where is he on track? Is this going to be a safety car? Jared Gilbert, where is he? I'll take it to the bottom flag. He's out of the way, so I think it might be play on. Let's have a look as the boys come past him at the moment. All right, they're on caution. It looks like Dean is still holding on to that third position there with Darren Fahey. Fahey has managed to get around him as they come through, and he is trying to fight it back, Dean. He's holding on for dear life. He's got to make sure he leaves enough space for Darren Fahey. We don't want two old fellas getting tangled up into each other there and ending up in the sand. Oh, well, he's let him tow. He's gone through. He's going there big time. At least it wasn't an incident. Times are very tight all the way through to 12th position. They are like 3/10, 2/10 coming through. Cracking bit of work. Thomas Sonny Cena's just called something in at the moment. Let's see how this tow works out. Remember, this is a 40-minute race, and there was a fair few incidents in the first few minutes, so it'd be interesting to see if they're all going to settle down now. Oh, Dean's whipped it out behind Darren Fahey in front of Cookie to block Cookie off, but now Cookie's got underneath him, but he's also opened the door there for Thomas Donahue as well, Dean, so I'm not sure if that move was too smart. He should have stuck there behind Darren Fahey. He would have been coming through nicely, but he's having a look. He's got Greggy Cook done on the inside line, all the way underneath Fahey. Oh, how's it going to come out for the next few corners?
Hang on,
he's gone into the side. Dean, he's lost the front end and ran into the side. I think it was Tyler Sheaf, and now he's got Gallo on the outside line. I think he got swamped there and trying to hold too much pace coming through that corner. He got Gallo coming over the top of him. Jason Depp is catching him as well now. So great little bit of battling coming through. These guys are showing some beautiful cojones as they're getting side by side at some amazing paces with some of these corners.
Saw Depp eager to make a move, but just backed out of it.
Watson is, I'm not sure how Watson got, well, he dropped 3 places at the start. He's set the fastest lap, the 1:22.324. He's down in 17th place. Callum Hodgkinson up 10. The biggest mover at the moment is Davey Gallo, who we are on board with at the moment. He is up 14 places. So a cracking bit of work there. He's got Dean in front of him who's dropped 3 places. Dean's going to hold him up for a little while, but Gallo's got the pace on him. It won't be long before he gets past Dean. Dean might have cooked his tyres a bit early there as well.
I don't know. He was able to eke out a little bit of a gap right there. Good set of corners for Dean. And now Gallo's going to be more worried about depth to his inside now.
Well, yep, he is. 057 is requested tow. Where is he on track? I do not know.
Hey, that rhymed.
Uh-oh. Look at this. This could be a safety car. This could be a safety car. On the main straight and the right-hand side. Is it on the race line? Where is he? Not sure who that was with, but I heard Kev Wakefield call something in.
And
safety car is called.
There it is.
Oh, look at him. Oh, so he's gone out on the grass. Wow, he's touched the grass, and that car got destroyed.
Yeah, he just kept his foot in it just a little too much. When you get out that far, you gotta just let off a little bit more and try to get at least the rear of the car a little more stable before you start trying to pull it back on track. And it just seemed like he kept the same amount of pace, and at that point, it's gonna give up and do exactly what it just did.
Yep. So a couple of boys have gone into the pits at the moment. Dougie Gowan's one of the first. We've got 32 minutes left. So by the time we come around, there'll be sub 30 minutes left on track. So okay, so Kev called moving under brakes at turn 4, lap 3, I think he said. So they'll look at that at the moment. But I'll tell you what, I think these boys will be all right till the very end now. By the time we get around, it's going to be about sub-30s. Gowans was the first one in, lap 5. And he is dropped 3 places with that, obviously. But the boys at the pointy end have not gone in. And what's the likelihood of another safety car in this? Can we see what killed Gilbert? No, Gilbert actually killed. That was the one we showed before. He ran across the nose of Rosinator in the first few laps. He just drifted out, and the right rear tyre touched the grass, and that rotated him. So he was on his own at that point, and he tried to save it. He nearly saved it, but then the nose of Rosinator, which was more than a car length off track, he clipped that, destroyed his nose, and took out the right rear axle of his own car.
Yeah, it's one of those freak incidents where 99.9% of the time you go off track, you hold on to it, and you're fine. But this was the 0.1% chance of someone already having their own issue a little bit before you in that exact spot, making it a race-ending issue when it would have just been a little loss of time.
Your thought, but car was demolished in 3. Yeah, well, that was turn. That was it. That was in lap 3. He was he lost the rear right on that. The interesting thing at the moment is that there's a few more people going in the pits at the moment. Pit exit is closed, so a couple of people that are in the pits now are stuck in the pits till the exit opens. When you've got the clone of cars coming through at the moment. But Nicky Martin, Darren Fahey, and Greggy Cook are the top 3. Tom Donoghue, they haven't pitted. So are they going to fuel save? Are they they're gonna have to do a stop at some point? They're going to be hoping for another safety car.
And there was another pretty big incident on lap 1 that I'm not entirely sure if we replayed down into turn 3. Brad Hudson just lost it going into the braking zone, ended up on the grass, and just speared into the corner and hit a couple cars.
We'll have a look if we can find it. Maybe we can show them the other incident again, if we can find it still. Because we got another lap at least to go here, a fair bit there. Nicky Martin is leading them out at the moment, so he's done it before from the front end like this. So great bit of work up 3 places. Darren Fahey. All right, so I'm not going to put the MOZ on Darren, but he's having a great run. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. Bit of work there for Gowans still, mate, and Marcus Watson. Watson hasn't pitted. He's in 15th place. Gowans is in 17th. We've got 28 minutes at the moment, so we're going to have a little bit of time up our sleeves. Safety car is returning. We're at the 28-minute mark. So these boys who pitted, there it is there. See, that's the rear end, and you can see the rear right axle is gone big time, and he's tried to control it, and unfortunately, that was it for his car. He just crumbled back to the end of the he didn't tow back, he drove back to the pits, I think. All right, safety car is going in at the moment as we speak. We're under conditions. He is entered the pits. So Nicky Martin will have the green flag and ready to go when he is ready. He's controlling the speed. 928, Porsche number. Nicky Martin, get a grip. He's got Darren Fahey behind him, Greg Cook, Tom Donoghue. Donoghue's having a look. We'll have a look at that already. Dean Sinkovich is having a bit of a sniff. He's trying to get himself in the position where he can go. He hasn't gone yet. Dean is faster than Steve. Yes, he is at the moment, because the only thing I'm fast at, we can't talk about. Here he is. Callum Rosinator is in the pits as well. He's gone for a pit stop. He's slowing them right down. Have a look at this. He's backing them right up. He's gone now. He's gone. He's crossed the line. He's gone. They've got to be careful they don't pass each other before the start-finish line. That is a big, big no-no. But Nicky Martin did a cracking job. He did pull away a little bit. He got 3/10 nearly 4/10 on Darren Fahey, and Greggy Cook got left behind with the 5/6 almost. He's got Dom Donahue on the back of him straight away. So there was a great little move there by Nicky Martin, keeping them all go. They're going too wide now. One of the LCR boys and one of the JWMs. Oh, Gallo's trying to get in the middle. That's not a safe place to be between those boys. Oh, he's just worked his way through. Oh my God, that was a risky move. That wasn't Gallo. That was one of the Project 36 boys. That was Marcus Watson then, putting his life on the line, coming through there. That was lucky they didn't contact. He just wiggled his way through that. Whoa, that was a tough move. One of the LCR boys going too wide. We've got Ray Oliver coming around that corner with Chris Tomlin going nicely. They're coming down to this tight right-hander on the beautiful work there. 5-second penalty. Didn't hear who that was for.
Daniels.
From Stevie Daniels, okay, from lap 1. Whew. Here we go. Watson's in. Watson's gone in at the moment. So he has gone in to pit. He's got a lot of work to do from that position, but here we go. Darren Fahey. No, that's not. That is Thomas Donahue. Dean Sikovic, Daniel Byrne have gone off somewhere together. Oh, they're both going to be cursing each other at the moment. We'll see at some point what went wrong. Is this the replay? Yes, it is. So Dean's going out wide, coming through. He's following. Dean's lost the rear end. Unseat driver 808, Daniel Byrne, is so unlucky, man. He just seems to get into those situations, unfortunately for him. That is not on. We've got Kevin Wakefield having a fight here at the moment with Callum Hodgkinson and Tyler Sheaf. Wakefield's is on the outside line with Tyler Sheaf on the inside line. Under brakes, Wakefield comes it down. Oh, Ray Oliver takes the nose off his teammate. He comes through over the top of Tyler Sheaf. What a move by Oliver. I think he scared the pants off Tyler Sheaf then. He didn't know where he came from. He just sent it like Ricardo. But here we go. Oliver is all the way on the inside of Wakefield. He's putting the pressure on big time. They're coming down the first corner right-hander. Wakefield's got the inside line. As we can see the top of the screen, we've got Donahue getting pressed by Greggy Cook at the same time. 4 cars wide in the bottom screen, ladies and gents. They're going for it big time. Oliver's got the pressure from Wakefield. Wakefield has got Callum Hodgkinson and Tyler Sheaf coming through on the back of him, as we can see. But here we go, ladies and gents. Tom Donahue's taking the inside line, all nice and clean over the top of Darren Fahey and Nicky Martin. They've followed him through. Cookie's come through. Nicky Martin's come through. Darren Fahey, I'm going to call him Daniel. Darren Fahey's done a cracking bit of work there. We sort of the bridge was in the way during his move then, which was unfortunate. But here we are, the bottom fight again. Tyler Sheaf is having a go there with Stevie Daniels. Daniels on the outside line, Tyler on the inside line. They're wheel to wheel. They're going wide through that corner, giving each other a lot of space. Oh, it looks like one of the LCR boys come through there. Was that Daniels? No. Who is that? Is that Tomlin coming through on top of him? It is Tomlin. Tomlin and Tyler Sheaf coming through. Tomlin nearly nobbled them as they came through. And Dougie Gowans now is coming through behind them. And he is the first of the cars that pitted.
Sheaf on pit road.
Yep. Sheaf's gone into pit road, as he said. But I tell you what, bit of this mid-pack battle is sensational. Donahue is fighting it at the moment with Darren Fahey. He is going on the back of him too, putting some pressure on Donahue, opening up that track as much as possible from apex to apex. He has got himself the fastest lap of the 1:21.785 at the moment. And you can see the back markers there. Jason Depp's got pressure as well. Oh, 6.62. Brad Hudson, 10-point penalty, contact in lap 1. Off the track, but it looks like Ray Oliver and Wakefield. Is that correct, or am I...
Yep, it would look like it. I don't think
we might
Ray
have to
has
review that
anymore.
again. Ray Kevin Wakefield did not sound happy. This is the replay at the moment. Kev Wakefield's gone, tried to get in underneath him, and Oliver's gone in for the corner. So I'm not sure. Kev was really upset about that, but I'm not sure which way that one's going to go because Ray was in the front. He's quite entitled to open up the corner for the next corner, and Kevin is tried to make the pass. So I'll leave that to the boys downstairs on that one. We'll have to put that in the memory bank and see what they say about it.
Yeah, that's one of those where you need more time to look it over and dissect it. Time that we don't have.
Mate, sorry to jump over you, but Donahue did a beautiful move into the first part of down a straight in the left hand, in the right hand elbow. But Darren Fahey's come back underneath him, hold the pace through the back corner beautifully, and taken the lead back straight away. Greggy Cook followed him through, and they've left Donahue behind. Now Greggy Cook's having a go at the moment. He's got the overlap on Donahue's outside line. Oh, he nearly got left out there by Donahue, because Donahue was in a cracking position on the inside line, but he's lived to fight another day. He's let him back in. That's a great bit of fighting out there. These boys are really putting on a show on. The top 5 are 2/10 apart. We've got Darren Fahey, Greg Cook, Tom Donahue, Davey Gallo, Nicky Martin, all fighting for it. Look at that coming through. The pace is amazing. They're doing 122s.
Yeah, they're just absolutely throwing haymakers at each other.
They are. I'm going to take the bottom camera to Daniel Byrne, he's the bottleneck of the second battle pack that's coming through here. Chris Tomlin, Dougie Gowans, Jason Deff, Cam Hardwick, Thomas, Sonny Cena, Brad Hudson and Dave Lawler, all in a row following each other through. Now, the key thing to look out of this is Dougie Gowans went for that pit. He's in 11th place at the moment. The boys at the front, Greg Cook, Darren Fahey, Tom Donahue, Davey Gallo, Nick Martin, Matt Neal, Schmellenberg, Hodgkinson, Byrne, and Tomlin all haven't pitted. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens around the 5 minutes to go, 10 minutes to go mark. I think it's going to be more around the 5 minutes to go, because that's going to be oh no, they're going to be in there sooner, man. 35 minutes. They're already out there for, what are they now? They're out there for 20 minutes. They're going to last another 10 to 15. Yeah, so around the 5 minute mark and 10 minute mark, depending on how they're driving out there, it's going to be a few more pits.
Meanwhile, you see Greg Cook is now in the lead. Him and Tom were able to get by Fahey that last lap, or this current lap, rather.
Yeah, he's done well, done really well. Cookie is fighting it out of his skin at the moment. Nicky Martin is still in the lead Pro-Am position. Chris Tomlin has got Dave Lawler behind him. He is the lead for the, Hardwick has just passed him.
Yeah, I think something happened to Chris Tomlin. I don't think he's leading anymore. Yeah, I think he did,
because he dropped a heap of spots just then. But he wasn't. Oh, no, you know what's happened? He's in the pits.
Yep.
He's gone to the pits with Brad Hudson. Brad Hudson got the drive-through, I believe. Or no, Brad Hudson got the penalty. No, he didn't get a drive-through. He got the penalty timeline for it. So he is coming through the pits. So is Tomlin. Interesting to see. This is Hudson's second pit. He's coming out now. Yep, he was on the sticks for 4.65 seconds. And Tomlin for 4.87. So when you look at Dougie Gowans, he was up on the sticks for 4 seconds, just about. But it'll be interesting to see how the rest of these boys come through. Jason Depp has just got in front of Dougie Gowans as well. He went into the pits and he's come out in 10th place. So these boys at the pointy end have got about 13 seconds lead, need to get a wriggle on if they want to come out in front of Dougie Gowans.
Meanwhile, they started to drop Nick Martin just a little bit the last couple laps. He's stayed just barely out of draft range. We're going to be 3. We might be 3 for the lead. Nope, just too wide.
Look at this. Cookie's taking the inside line. Fahey is in there. Fahey is in a cracker position. So is Gallo. They're getting an extra toe there because they're going too wide. But it looks like Fahey was more worried about Gallo coming in underneath him then, and he took the defensive line coming out of that into that big corner. But Cook's done a great bit of work there. 2/10 on Donahue. He's going to come. Oh, Donahue under brakes. He's having a look. He's letting him know there. He's got to be careful when he does that because he's done that once now. Fahey's nice and close. Look what Fahey's doing. Fahey's looking for him to do it again. If he does it again, Fahey will drop into that spot behind Cook and try to get the toe and get the advantage over Donahue, who will be out on his own out of the drag. So look at Fahey planning for it already. He's waiting for him to have another move. Donahue is there having a look as well. Cookie's there on the front, eyes in the mirrors. Oh, taking it nice and wide into the line. Coming through. Let's see what happens down the main straight. They're coming through at the back here now for the big double left-hander as they're passing the pit entrance. On the bottom screen, we've got Jason Depp, good Dougie Gowans on the back of him as well. But here it is. This is where the action's going to happen. A three-way toe all the way through. Cookie is breaking the wind for these boys. On the back of him, Donahue is 1.5 tenths. He's having a look. He's tucked in right now. Where's Darren Fahey goes? He's got a double toe coming through. Fahey's got to make sure he doesn't let Gallo come through as well. He's coming through nicely. Is there going to be under brakes? Look at Donahue take that beautiful line. Cookie's going to go out wide. Get Darren Fahey needs to be a lot closer to block that run. He's got the overlap there. He's just got the nose in front. Cookie's got to make sure he leaves a room. That's exactly what he had to do, but he's done it the hard way because he let Donahue get away from him too far so he can get the toe. I think right then, Donahue did the smart thing. If you go back on that, you will see that Donahue took the draft away from Fahey and gave it to Cook because Cook would be the better opponent behind him. Fahey's a wild old cat and he wouldn't want him behind, and that cost him a position there where Gallo's got in and underneath me. I think he left that run a little bit too late there, Darren.
Yeah, just great racecraft by David to see what's going on in front of him and just set up to where he can take advantage of whoever loses that battle.
Yeah, Gallo was right there. He could see that that Fahey's car was starting to lose the draft, and he was in there behind him and just tucked in nicely. But that was all down to Donahue pulling back to the right-hand side and giving Cookie the toe instead of Darren Fahey. But look at this. Cookie's taking the inside line. Gallo is ready for a bit of action too. He's whipped it around. He's got a great move there, but is Thomas Donahue far up enough to get underneath here again? No. Cookie's done a great work there. They've swapped it coming through nicely, and they're starting to pull away slightly from Darren, or is Darren just taking a bit of a breather? Have a look at Gallo on the inside of Donahue. He's having a look beautifully. He's got the toe from Cook. Cook has wanted to do this big time. He wants to give Gallo the toe, but not to Daniel so that Daniel can get away. Beautiful work there. Oh, what a work from Tom Donahue. He got himself back in front of Gallo, not Daniel. Got my names a bit mixed up there. Down the bottom screen, we've got Jason Depp chasing Marcus Watson as they're coming through as well. He's putting the pressure on big time to Watto. Not Watto is got Nicky Martin slowing him down there as well. So great little battle pack coming through. I'll just switch it to Nicky Martin to Marcus Watson because he's the middle car on that battle.
And speaking of Watson, he got himself a 5-second penalty for a bump and run on Cena.
Oh, at least it's not Cena, the WWE.
Oh, here we go. They're all in the pits.
They're all going in the pits. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to take the bottom camera to Dougie Gowans and Jason Depp. They're the ones that have pitted. Marcus Watson, has he pitted? Yes, he has. Watson made his way through as a pit. He pitted at lap 8, and he got there in front, car third, and he's called something in at lap 17. Who is car 13? That's David Lawler. It's called something in. He might have had something in between him and Chris Tomlin and Tyler Sheaf coming through there. But have a look at that coming out. Where are these boys come out? Jason Depp is still there. He has got himself in a fantastic position. Fahey and Nicky Martin. These boys have all come out fantastically. Yeah, look at that. They got themselves far enough ahead to cause some major damage to those boys. We did say they needed to be about 20-odd seconds up the field, and they did it.
They're actually behind these three. I don't know what happened to Darren, but it wasn't the greatest pit stop, and he came out a little bit behind them. He's out of draft range.
Yeah, Fahey was up there for 5.75. Maybe he took tyres.
Yeah, you saw him. He just came out of the turn 2 right as we cut away from it.
But also Greggy Cook was up there for 5.3 as well. So he was up for a full nearly half a second on Davy Gallo. So Gallo's done a cracking move. Tom Donahue was up there for 4.6. So he was one of the faster ones. The race is going to be lighting up here. Donahue has done a cracking job getting himself in. Dean has gone in the pits out of the way for these boys, and he's breaking the toe at the moment. He's done his one move, then back, which he's allowed to do to break the toe, and he's got Gallo all the way on the back of him. Gallo is no weak driver out there at the moment. Jason Depp on the bottom screen. He's got Marcus Watson. No, it's Darren. Sorry. Jason Depp down there has got Matt Neal, Darren Fahey just passing him on the bottom there. So he's got the pressure coming out of that too.
Oh,
Jason
here's
Depp
Gallo.
Bottom, the neck down the bottom. Good to go. Gallo's having a look. Also behind there, Marcus Watson and Greg Cook. Marcus Watson has got himself in the 3rd place. Up 11 places has passed his teammate, Greggy Cook. And now he's out there on the chase. Nicky Martin is all the way on the back of Greggy Cook as well. There's a bit of pressure going there. He's only not even 1.5 tenths off the back of him at this point. Oh, no, he disappeared. He dropped right back then. Donahue has got the fastest lap of the 1:21.785 at this point. The RC Hated Project 36A by the look of it. RC Hated Project 36? I'm not sure, Smurf Flurry, what you're referring to. They just do their job. But have a look at this. Gallo's having a look on Donahue. Great bit of work there. Jason Depp's in the pits. Looks like for his 2nd time. Gallo got a great run and the toe was powerful across there and got in there underneath. Cookie and Watson are coming through 2 by 2 at the moment. Maybe Cookie needs a bit of help to be holding on to that position. Nicky Martin is the lead Pro-Am, and let's see who is the lead Am at the moment. It is Cameron Hardwick in 11th place. Look at this.
He made that look easy, and he almost kind of sold them a dummy a little bit because he waited until the last possible move to pop out. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know if he lulled them into a false sense of security, but all of a sudden it's like...
Yeah, you're right. Donahue is doing a very smart thing there. He's trying to stay in the centre of the track and avoid the run on from Gallo, but he's also... with that last lap, he's brought Marcus Watson into it. So now Gallo's going to be starting to fight with Watson. So it might not be a bad move there by Donahue, bringing Watson into the action, because then Gallo's going to start worrying about what's going behind him. Gallo's gone out right as far as he can. He's trying to take the line on the inside line of that first corner. Will Donahue be able to tuck in underneath him? Wow, look at the slingshot he got out of that. Donahue is right on the back of him. Is he going to go to the inside line? Will Gallo be able to hug it in nice and tight to the left-hand apex? He's done well. But down behind them, Marcus Watson dropped off a couple of tenths on the back of them. But under braking, Watson is going to be oh so powerful. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Whoa!
This isn't over. Have a look at beautiful work there by Donahue. But have a look. Gallo was out wide then, and Marcus was ready to tuck in behind Donahue there, but Gallo just closed the door in time to avoid any contact and him coming through. Few battles are occurring a bit down the field as well. At the same time, Donahue, they're swapping again. Watson is getting involved. He is getting in that position that when the overlap is happening, he missed his break point. Yeah, he overcooked it coming through. He was trying to tuck into that spot of the overpassing car so he'd get in there and block the car that was getting past from tucking back in underneath the lead car. So these boys are swapped again. They've swapped about 4 or 5 laps. Again, Gallo goes out wide, takes the outside line. But we've got Donahue coming through and Greggy Cook following him very, very closely. Let's see how this transpires. Looks like that Gallo has got the faster run coming out on that far right side. They've swapped again. This is the second, third lap in a row, which they've rotated through. We are down to the last 7 minutes, people, and battles going left, right, and centre. Downstairs as well, we've got Matty Neal and Schmellenberg, Callum Rosenader and Daniel Byrne having a bit of a go there as well. Daniel Byrne has just made the move. As we can see at the top, Greggy Cook is having a look to see. It's all about getting the position for the second car at the moment, mate.
Yeah, it's interesting the game of chess that we're watching with everyone right here, and you're almost having to strategize for the cars behind you to set up not only where you're going to be, but the runs they're going to have, and trying to factor that in. See, Gallo went a little wide there.
Yeah, it is. It's a tricky one, isn't it? You've got to get that. You not only got to worry about the toe, but you got to worry about getting boxed in and not getting underneath the driver that was just passing you. All right, here we go again. Same scenario. Tom Donahue goes out to the right. This time, because of the proximity of the cars behind him, Gallo hasn't gone all the way to the far right because he was worried about Greg Cook getting a tow from Donahue. Then he's got himself back into position. Greggy Cook is right on the back of Gallo. Oh,
Donahue
Thomas
wide.
has gone out wide. He's missed that corner up big time. It's lost its 4 places there. Gallo's gone a little bit wide now too because Greggy Cook's tucked in there across there as well. Is he going to get him under brakes? Marcus Watson on Donahue under brakes as well. Here we go, coming through. Oh, what a bit of work. Gallo rescued that big time and made it work to get back into the front row. But Donahue lost 4 places in that mess up of his braking point. Brad Hudson and Dean Sinkovich were having a bit of a off in the bottom. I didn't quite see if... Oh, have a look. We're going to get a safety car here. It looks like there's debris everywhere. Brad Hudson and it looks like Stevie Daniels has got that car off the track, so the remnants on track is not going to be enough to get a safety car out there, but Stevie Daniels is getting that car out of the way. All right, Hudson is trying to get back to pits at the moment. Opened up everywhere. The battles have opened up all over the place. Daniel Byrne is getting a bit of a go there at the moment as well. Callum Rosenader is chasing him down. Oh, Rosenader's in the pits. Rosenader just went in the pits then.
Wow, a late move by Gallo to hold off Cook, who was trying to get to the inside. I don't know how Cook kept it on the track. I didn't think he was going to have enough room to do that.
Yeah, Gallo's back to some race-winning form, but have a look at this. Cookie is under brakes, getting in underneath Gallo, side by side. Watson's having a look. Oh, Watson's pushed him out wide. That's not going to stick very well. He's not left him racing room at all through there. But it's not over because we've still got another 4 minutes. We've seen this lead swap 3 or 4 times. Is Watson going to slow down and let Cookie take this one, or is he going to... Oh, he is slowed down. Is he going to block the run of these boys to let Cookie pull away? This could be very interesting. That's a big gap forming. That's 1.2 seconds on the back straight that he has opened up that lead. 1.35 seconds now. He's locked that run in. He's side by side there with David Gallo from the Carling Motorsports team. Thomas Donahue is there and thereabouts. Look at this, 3 wide. How's this going to go? This is almost Singapore with the 2 Ferraris hitting each other, but Watson has managed to get himself back in front of Gallo, and Donahue is behind them, very, very close. 2 seconds adrift. Cookie is 2 seconds adrift. The blocking runs of Marcus Watson is working here. It's letting Cookie get away. This could be a very, very tactical team move here, which is all about teams. We don't mind these sort of moves out there. Very, very smart bit of racing out there because Watson... What's happened there? Watson is just...
No.
He's given it right up now. He's letting it all go. Does he need to fuel, or has he done his job and decided he's going to have a bit of a break, or does he have damage? He's out of fuel.
He is out of fuel. Oh my
He's
god.
out of fuel. When did he pit? Marcus Watson pitted at lap 8. Oh my God. Is he going to be able to roll it down all the way through? So the tactical work there to get his teammate up ahead worked very, very well and very, very smart. Greggy Cook has got himself 2 seconds up the field. It's down to Davey Gallo and Tom Donahue now coming down through here now, and they're going to be fighting through for the second and third. Or are they going to work together to see
think they're
if
working
they can catch
together.
Greg Cook? It looks like they are. They've got it down to 1.8, 1.99. It's Marcus Watson is requesting a tow. He not sure where he is. Sorry, I'll get the camera stuck on him then. It looks like he's run out of fuel in the pit lane. Where is he? No, he hasn't. He's run out of in the pit. Yeah, the pit entrance, I should say. As we get a couple of other boys going in there as well for the pit service. Wow, that is cracking bit of work out there. We are down to the last minute, ladies and gents. Battles going on up and down the field. We've got Greggy Cook leading the pros out there by David Gallo second and Tom Donahue in third. Darren Fahey is stand there in fourth place. He's done a great job maintaining the pace up the top of the grid. They are slowly catching Cookie, but the slowdown from Watson has given him a great buffer. He's out of the tow, which is what he needed to get away from these boys. We've got the pro-ams of Nicky Martin in the top step at the moment. He's got about 6 seconds on Matt Neal, and then we've got the lead out of the AMs. Dean Sinkovich has got himself top step again, leading 2 positions away from Cam Hardwick. Now 3 as he gets passed by Daniel Byrne in the back there. But we are nearly there, 25 seconds. Are we on a white flag? I do not know. We are on white flag. We are on the final lap. All right, this is it. Oh, looks like Donahue and Gallo are still fighting for those minor spots. I'll take it up to Greggy Cook on the bottom because he's all on his lonesome coming through. And you can see the battle for second place. Donahue is holding off Gallo at the moment. These boys have been swapping all the way through. Dougie Gowans is in the pits. So that's all gone pear-shaped for Gowans going in so early. He must have needed a refuel as well. He's up on the sticks for 2 seconds and out. So his early form and the reverse top 15 has cost him the top step. Greggy Cook, 1.2 seconds now. These boys are working very well together. As he's coming around, he's being caught by these guys, but it's going to be all too late. They've got it down under a second. As you can see, all 3 of them coming through, ladies and gents. Here comes the bottom of the picture. You can see the top line. Greggy Cook takes the win tonight. First place of the major for round 7 for Project 36. Second, Thomas Donahue comes across the line, taking it from Davey Gallo from the Carling Motorsports team. What a way to go. And then Darren Fahey, the OG, the original guys, in 4th place. Nicky Martin takes it out for the Get a Grip boys in the 5th place for the Pro-Ams in front of Matty Neal and Thomas Schmallenberg. Jason Depp down in 8th. We haven't seen him finish that low down the grid for a while. Tyler Sheaf 9th, Rosenator. And the lead AM tonight looks like it is Dean Sinkovich from Team SRW Motorsports in that spot, followed by Hardwick and Chris Tomlin across those line as these boys are all heading into the pits. I think Cookie's trying to do a burnout in the pit lane. It's probably not a great spot, Cookie. You should have stayed out on the grid. Get back on the grid, mate. That's it. Maybe he's worried he's going to run out of fuel shortly soon. But, man, what a race that was, eh?
Yeah, no kidding. If they had one more lap, they were going to get him, and it was going to be a barnstormer. They just barely ran out of time, but yeah, that was absolutely crazy there at the end.
Yeah, that was amazing. Phillip Island does bring out some fantastic running out there, doesn't it? And it brought out some cracking bit of work everywhere up and down that field. Oh, wow. some of those moves, even down to mid-pack, some of those moves were spectacular. The fighting we saw, you know, with Wakefield and some of the boys, Dean and Hudson, Callum Rosenator, Callum, you got to give it to Callum. He was doing so well leading it out there, starting at the front, and the rear end just let him go, and it was all over Red Rover, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was going great until
it wasn't. Great until it wasn't. All right, so we've got the Nicky Martin's in there, the Pro-Am winner for tonight. So he's waiting in the booth. We'll let him wait a little bit longer. We're going to get Dean in there as the lead am, and then we've got Gallo, Donahue, and Greg. You know what? It's good to see Gallo up the pointy end again. He's been a fast car for a long, long while out there, and he hasn't had the luck coming through. It's an interesting one. Phil for second and third, Dirty Tactics. Oh, look there, it's racing, mate. You can call it Dirty Tactics, but it's a team event out there as well. There's lots of teams out there, and if you can slow down the guys in front of you and back them up, I mean, at one point, Tom Donahue, it didn't work for him. He backed up the Gallo onto Marcus Watson, to bring Marcus Watson into the fight. Hopefully then them two will fight it out, and then Donahue will be able to pull away. So there's tactics left, right and centre. I wouldn't call it dirty, but it was a tough one, and he kept it clean to keep them behind him, just taking as much of the track as possible. But you know what? It's a team sport as well. It's one of those things where some people do it, some people don't. But I tell you what, it got Cookie the win, so it definitely worked. All right, looks like they're all in there at the moment. Let's grab Dean as we come into the room. Ladies and gentlemen, this is starting to be a bit of a habit. One of the few times I get to actually talk to my brother these days is when he gets into the room and takes a win on a Wednesday night. I think that's 2 weeks in a row there, little bro. How the hell was it out there? You had a few hairy moments out there. Had a few battles with Hudson and some other boys, Tyler Sheaf and that around you as well. How was it, bro?
Yeah, I don't know what happened near the end there with me and Hutto. So me and Hutto were having a good bit of a scramble. So I'm not sure if I touched him a little bit or he touched me or what it was back there. But anyway, it is what it is. It was a bit scrappy all day, but, a bit of fuel saving. I didn't pit when safety come out, just fuel saved. And I think that was the trick to it. And, I was leading the race a couple of times, but that's it. You make a mistake and you fall back and you regain some spots. That's the way it goes with me, unfortunately. But, yeah, good win.
The only time you feel safe is, mate, because you're a tight ass and you don't want to pay for petrol, but it's free on this race, mate, so you don't have to.
No. The company pays, mate. The company pays.
Company pays, that's right. Company cards are always the way to go. Everyone's worried about fuel at the moment. I've got a motor card, so I just go for it. $2? All right, it's $2. So it was Mr. Hudson had a bit of pace out there tonight, so he was out there and about near you. Was he in the room downstairs with you?
No, he wasn't in our room. No, he was in his own room. So me and Cam in the room with us. So
you and Cam having a bit of a chin wag. Cam finished second to you tonight.
Yeah, he did. We were talking about he had to go pit again near the end, so he went slightly earlier. So, but I think I feel saved a little bit more than him. So I don't know. Happened, but yeah, it was good racing.
Good 2 weeks in a row, bro. What's going on?
I think it's 4 out of 3 or something like that.
Yeah, I didn't want to give you too much of a pat on the back, but I think it is something like that as well. But a cracking bit of work out there. Pace looked good. You're not spinning as much. Maybe the fact that you're not racing on Thursday night at the moment is letting you stay in the groove of one car.
Yeah, could be. I'm braking harsh and locking up a lot of these cars, but still working.
Yep. Well, it's good to see. All right, who gets you out on track, bro? Because I've got a few people to interview you and support your racing. Do I need to mention it for you?
What's the rush, bro?
What's the rush?
You just said before we hardly talk. Come on, let's have a chat.
Well, I've got to give you the incentive to actually call me now and say good day. Your place Saturday night for qualies and my place for the race on Sunday. That's what it's going to be.
And no, also Friday, my place as well. My daughter's birthday, mate.
This is true. Another one.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Good old Warren and Brown, long-term sponsors, fantastic. yeah, well done, mate. Thank you, Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony's a bit of a legend. I had lunch with him, and it's some amazing things he's doing for us down there. Grim Industries is the other one, in case you've forgotten, bro. Shunt Sceneries is another one that you might have forgotten. And getting there. I thought I'd just help you because I can, Big brothers have got to look out for their little brothers, yeah? And the legends down at Grim Industries.
Yeah, Grim.
Yeah. So who have you forgotten?
Hey, you're doing a great job, Steve. Thank you.
And also thank you for Phoenix Driver Development out there and MOZA Racing. All right, get out of here, too.
Let's not forget the race stewards. They're doing an awesome job. Great season.
They are doing a cracking job, but also the drivers are putting on a spectacular bit of work out there. I keep telling everyone out there, like, subscribe and share and let everyone else know because the drivers are doing a spectacular job. We are just the cream and the cherry on top out here. But well done, bro.
We are cream.
We are. Well done, bro, and congratulations on another podium. We'll see how your title fight goes to the end. We've got 2 more rounds to go. Penultimate round, next round.
You know where I'm sitting?
I do know, but I can't remember, bro. I didn't look. Do you want me to look because you don't know where it is? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I've never looked.
Oh, cool. Maybe you need to go down and speak to Kev because he's waiting in the waiting room for the stewards tonight. He wants to have a bit of a chin wag. Maybe he wants to drive the safety car again. Anyway, good night, mate. I'll see you soon, bro. And well done, and keep the battle alive for the title. Ladies and gents, that was my little brother, Dean Sinkiewicz from Team SRW Motorsports, taking the AMs out tonight. Let's bring him in. He has had a cracking night tonight. The next one off the thing is Nicky Martin, making a bit of a habit of coming in here and having a chin wag with us. Nicky Martin from Get a Grip, loving the new logo, mate. And what a night you've had, mate. That was pretty spectacular. You lost 1 position in that race.
Yeah, it was quite interesting. Obviously, the sprint race didn't go to plan, got taken out in that, and then that set me up for this one. So, starting 4th, I knew I had a crack at it. Obviously, I'd love to be a few places higher, but very happy with the pro-ams.
Yeah. Revs Martin, Nicky Martin needs to work on his celebration donuts.
Yeah, you don't need to look at that. That's not important. You can just ignore that.
I love it. Were you guys side by side in the room still, or have you guys moved apart and gone to separate rooms?
No, we're still side by side. He's got triples now, so it's a bit hard to see him. But well, he can't see me. I can still see him. So.
Okay, cool. And Mum's still walking around behind you with the frying pan in her hand.
Yeah, no, she's off in a different room now. So she doesn't
love your work,
Caron. So.
How was it out there tonight? Because there was a little bit of carnage out there because we've seen these cars disintegrate quite often out there. But you kept it clean for this race, not so much in the first one. What was your thoughts on Phillip Island?
Oh, it's great track for racing. It's not my favourite track to drive, but when you get wheel to wheel, the slipstream's just so much fun. You can just get back at people, and yeah, it makes for really good overtaking, and dare I say, better than F1. So.
Did you say that? Exactly. Yeah, look, it's going to go up and down that one. We'll let to see what happens with the extra 100 horsepower that the Mercs are getting when their engines are warm. I think that's been taken away from them for the next, not this next round, but the round after, I think. But that'll be an interesting conversation that we'll have, all us F1 fans. But, mate, some cracking bit of work. What happened in the first race? I can't remember. Who did you knock wheels with?
It was Gilbert. Jared Gilbert fired it up the inside.
Yep. Okay.
It happens sometimes.
Yeah, it does. It's actually been a very, very tough race with a lot of people driving side by side, 2 and 3 wide at some points. So it was a cracking bit of work out there. Who gets?
At some points. So.
Yeah, we didn't say all of it, but yeah, definitely 4, especially at the beginning of the race. What we were focusing on the front of it. Who gets Mr. Nicky Martin out on track, mate, and supports your racing?
You obviously got the boys at Get a Grip and Dad. It's always good to race alongside him, and I'm sure he'll teach me how to do donuts after this. And then the guys at Jesus Racing, the Life Choices Foundation, Philo Racing Products, and the Your Name Here campaign. If you want to see your name on our cars, hit us up. Yep. And of course, the fact that Dean is faster than Steve.
Love your work, mate. And that is sponsored by Biggles. Love it out there, mate. Well, congratulations for another podium out there. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pro-Am winner tonight for the feature race, Mr. Nicholas Martin from Get a Grip with their lovely new logo, mate. Congratulations, buddy, and good luck for the rest of the season. Penultimate round next week.
Thank you.
Take care, buddy. All right, that's 1 down and 3 to go. I'm going to ask you tonight, mate, do you want to do an interview or do you want me to keep my mouth flapping?
Nah, keep your mouth flapping. You're way better at it.
All right, well, we'll grab in the third place driver tonight, Mr. Davey Gallo from the Carlins Motorsports team. Brings it home tonight, truly where he belongs, down the pointy end of the field, and there will be a silent pom, Mr. JP waving his carling hat and jumping up and down somewhere in the UK when he watches this back. Mr. Gallo, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you at the pointy end again.
Yeah, evening, Jess. Thank you.
Mate, I think you and Daniel have got to be one of the unluckiest drivers apart from Darren Fahey at the moment in this series. You just seem to get people spinning in front of you and contact and stuff like that, and it just goes all over Red Rover.
Yeah, I had a little bit of mishap, which on the blame in that first race, that's for sure. A bit of brain fade there. I think it was at turn 3, wide. But sort of trying to make my way back and got caught up in some mishap. Lucky enough, I suppose, in the second race, starting sort of further back there, sort of decided, I've definitely got to keep it clean and be a lot more patient. And a couple of wheels fell off the track and sort of made my way back up the top, which is good. But that was good fun.
You guys had an amazing battle of your top 4. Darren Fahey, yourself, Tom Donoghue and Greggy Cook. That was some spectacular running there for the last 5 or 6 laps. Was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was definitely intense. It's one of those tracks where you definitely can't break the toe, so we sort of, didn't make any ridiculous late minute dives and bring anyone else into it. We could avoid it. But it was tight, hard, clean battling, which was good fun, the race with those guys.
Now, your strategy down the main straight, I'm going to ask you about that. You would head far right, and Donoghue would head far left. You would gain the apex of the first elbow, the right hand up, but then Donoghue would get you. Is he getting you under brakes into that final corner, or is he getting you through pace and to bring it back?
I think there's no getting away from it, so I'll try and avoid a bit of a side draft if possible. But I think either way, by the turn 3, he'd sort of gain that difference and wouldn't break outside of that 0.5, 0.6. So the next straight coming into Honda, he was always going to be there to make that other move. So there's no denying him of it or avoiding it. It was bound to happen. So just when it was that close, yeah.
How powerful is the side draft on this track? Because it's amazing drafting, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they're definitely on a straight like that. It is. Yeah, it keeps you within, side by side potentially into that first turn. That's for sure.
Yeah, it looked amazing coming through there, and it was great watching you guys battle through there. It's the swapping and turning, I think, between you and Donoghue. You guys swapped maybe about 4 or 5 times through there, and it was a matter of who's gonna get that next leapfrog for the last race. And then Donoghue went out wide and left it for you, and then Mr. Watson got in front of you guys and slowed down considerably, and he let Cookie get away. It was what was the thoughts coming through there? Was there was no really way to get around, was there?
No, I thought Watson was. I could sort of see him coming to get amongst it all, but then obviously gave Cookie that little bit of a breathing space for those last 2 or 3 laps, and obviously well outside of that tow range for us to get back on the back of him. So I thought it was going to be a 4 or 5 way battle there towards the end, but then obviously he dropped off, which I just found out he sort of ran out of juice. So.
Yeah, he didn't even make it back to the pit, so he ran out of fuel coming into the pit entrance, which was amazing coming through that far. I was going to ask you, but my brain's just left me for what I was going to ask you. The oh no, I can't remember now. That's it. That's it. I'll have to go to the next question now. Carling Motorsport boys, both you and Daniel, amazing drivers out there having a bit of fun. Good to see you out there having fun on track again, and good to see you guys getting up the pointing end again, because it's been a bit of it's been a while. It's been a minute since you guys have been battling at the front. Has it been just a bit less practice of late, and life's got too busy, and you guys haven't had the time in the rigs?
Yeah, definitely for me and both Daniel a bit on sort of the start of the year. So we like occasionally we used to do a practice session together, before the race, but now we sort of just jump into the practice session and put some laps in. So a bit more rusty than what we were in the past, I think. So, but it's, if I could do it, get a bit more practice in, which I think I will try to for next season. But it's it's good to be back.
Well, it's good to have you back in the open wheelers. That's what I know you guys as. Both very fast open wheel drivers in the past, and it's good to have you both back in the open wheelers. I know that you guys ended up in the 86s because you're just having a lot of fun out there, and you're absolute weapons in that as well. And the boys beside me, Mr. Watson, knows that as well. We know what you guys are like in the 86s. So it's good to see you guys battling and getting up the pointy end, mate. Well, congratulations on the podium tonight, mate. And who gets Mr. David Gallo and the Carling Motorsports team on track?
Yeah, thanks, Jess. Just a shout out to Driver 808, which is Daniel on TikTok and YouTube. Glam Raider, Little Rara, and Eagles Automotive. Our help.
Excellent, mate. Well, congratulations, mate. Hopefully we'll see you at Barbas Motorsport Park finding it out as well next week. It's a super sprint, so you're going to have to keep it clean and hopefully nothing goes wrong for you. But congratulations and good luck for the rest of the season, dude.
Cheers, guys. Catch ya. Thank you.
Take care. Ladies and gents, that was Mr. David Gallo from the Carling Motorsports team taking out the third place as we come across the line. We're going to bring him in. We speak to him every week. He's been a regular out there. It's almost like a chat show with Tom Donahue on a Wednesday night, and he comes in tonight in second place and brings it home after Cookie just pulled away out of the braking zone. How are you, Tom, and how's it going, mate?
Yeah, I'm happy with that result tonight. After a dicey start in race one, I managed to still come away with good points.
You did well, mate. You did really well. The battles between the top five, top four were amazing coming through. The strategies with the toes. Where were you? Where was your mindset at? Because I could see there was at one point I thought you slowed it down to I think Gallo was behind you at the time, just a fraction to bring Marcus on top of Gallo so you could pull away. Didn't quite work. I'm not sure if that was a strategy or not, but it sort of looked like it from our perspective. But then on the passing moves with the draft and then having to close the gap when you're getting overtaken because the second car would try to come in underneath you guys was a strategy that was working, and it was amazing watching you guys come around those corners.
Yeah, definitely. Phillip Island is always kind of a chess game. You're trying to be in the lead at the right time to get out of the slipstream. And yeah, my game plan pretty much was what you said. I was trying to basically make the overtake into the hairpin and then hope that the other two would battle enough for me to skip away. It never really happened, and then I made a mistake, and I thought maybe at that point...
What happened? Was that Honda?
I don't know.
Was it? What happened? Would you miss the break point, or what was it?
Yeah, I just went a little bit hot, and that gave the lead to Cookie, and then I think, Marcus played the team game a little bit, so I don't blame him. He slowed us down and then cooked it away, so, not much you can do there other than just try and get second.
Yeah, well, the fight was still on for you and Gallo. It was amazing. It was watching that Verstappen move where he watches a car go past and he tucks in behind and trying to block the way you guys were blocking the second runner coming through and having to tuck back in when you were getting past was amazing, and a little bit dicey sometimes as well, but it all paid off. Some amazing side-by-side battling. I don't know how you guys kept it off the wheels on each other on this track, because there's a lot of times you guys were out on the marbles. How bad were the marbles out there?
Yeah, they were pretty bad. If you did tip a wheel on them, you lost all momentum. But yeah, I know guys like Gallo and Cook, you can battle side by side, so I'm pretty happy to trust those guys the whole race. I'm not really worried about crashing with them, so it's good fun.
Excellent, mate. Well, a cracking bit of work out there, mate. Showed some amazing racecraft through that, and the strategies was visible all the way through. Me and Mr. Watson were just loving the toe and the braking of the toe. On this main straight, how is there any effect by coming down this main straight and hugging the wall, like getting right close to it? Is it give you a bit of a not much of a side draft, but I have heard stories that people will hug the wall really tight and escape from there some of the wind to get up the straight. Is it any effect at all?
Not. I personally didn't notice anything you could do to stop them overtaking you if they were within 4/10.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, my preference was to hug the wall and keep
Yeah.
that inside line so you could defend into the next corner from the guy behind.
Yeah.
But running along that wall, I didn't notice it giving me any benefit.
Any extra?
Yeah, the toe.
I have heard some people say that, but I never thought it was any fact or fiction. I thought it was more fiction than anything across there. I can't see how a stable wall is going to give you anything but a vacuum to pull you closer to it at that sort of speed. But it was a great watching you coming down a straight and Gallo doing the far right and then you far left. There was a couple of times where the boys behind you guys were really close, where Gallo couldn't go too far left to expose himself with the boys behind. So it did some amazing amazing racing that the viewers saw tonight. So congratulations, mate, Mr. Donahue. We are going to be fighting it out on what did we discuss tonight? Was it the 1st of April? Was that Thursday, or did we change the date?
Honestly, I don't know. I think it's either the 1st or the 2nd.
Yeah, it's a Thursday after the season, after round 9 with us, was going to be the Australian Open Wheel Nationals. We're going to promote the pants out of it over the next coming weeks, as we usually do from the final round. We'll do the draw coming up soon. So it's going to be FDL, Tom's League, versus SRW and the Gentleman Sim Racing Club. And we will be broadcasting it on a Thursday night after the season ends. So it will be, it's either the 1st or 2nd of April. Top 13 in both our series is what the rules are at the moment. But I think Gentleman Sim Racing are going to have a few less positions than what they normally do. So we'll get last word, not official word, unofficial. We're going to say 16 places for your series and our series, mate.
Yeah, I mean, those extra few places is gonna unlock some guys that be good to have in the race that missed out on our side at least.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be cool. People will be happy about that. And it'll be good for the race.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully, SRW can redeem themselves in some way, shape, or form. I'm not going to ask you who you're going to race for.
Well, yeah, honestly.
Hey, hang on. Are you going to make the cut at FDL?
Yeah, I mean, I come 7th in FDL this season, so
yeah,
I did make the cut.
Yeah.
I was thinking, almost do the team player thing, and if I'd go to SRW, one extra person gets to do from FDL. But if we're going,
and then come and win it for SRW, I like the sound of that, mate.
Well, the only way I'm going to win this race is if there's a Bradbury moment, I think. But that can happen. I mean, it's happened. Mate, it happened last season. So.
What people don't know is that that Bradbury was 4-time world champion before that Olympics. And many people know he wasn't just a schmuck out there. He was actually a world champion that never got to win didn't do well at the Olympics. And then that Bradbury moment was a Bradbury moment where he waited for those guys to fall. But apparently, I just learnt recently that his coach told him, "Look, mate, you're not going to win this race. Sit in 4th place because these guys in front of you are faster than you at the moment, and they're going to take each other out." And it's exactly what happened. So the race strategy was to stay in 4th place, and it just panned out to work the way that they thought it was going to work. So there's the one for the viewers out there. That's from a talk that Bradbury did, one of those motivational things with a company I work with. So I learnt that a couple of weeks ago. So a Bradbury moment is still a gold medal, mate. Doesn't matter what it is. At the end of the day, it's a gold medal around your neck, and a cracking bit of work tonight, mate. We better get Cookie in before his dad tells him he's got to go to bed. But mate, who gets Mr. Donahue out on track? I know you're a privateer, but I still like you to give you a plug and everything else that you got to do.
Yeah, I mean, firstly, the missus gets me on track. That's the main thing. But I will give a shout out. Everything Simulated. He's been a supporter of my league and teams I've raced in for a long time. So if you're looking to get a racing simulator in Australia, especially Queensland, reach out to Everything Simulated.
Yeah, they've been around for a long, long time. I remember all the boys early on that were racing at SRW. Everything Simulator's been around. I think there's a couple other teams that still get sponsored by them as well. So congratulations, Mr. Yeah. Congratulations, Mr. Donahue. Crack a bit of work out there. Spectacular racing. Tell all your mates and all your friends to watch. Ladies and gents, watch this race. It was an absolute crack, especially the last 8 laps. Mr. Thomas Donahue has taken out round 2, second place. A cracking bit of work, and he's got the league in his grasps. Good luck at Barber Sport next week, mate. It's going to be an absolute cracker and fantastic work for you tonight.
Thanks, guys. Catch you next week.
Well done, mate. All right, ladies and gents, one more to go. We're going to get him before it's bedtime, before Mum and Dad yell at him and tell him he's got to go to bed and out to uni or school. I'm not sure how old Greg is, but we'll ask him now. Congratulations, Greggy, taking out the main step tonight. Is that your first major podium tonight?
Well, that's my first win.
As in, I know it's your first, as a Pro-Am, because you got promoted. Yeah, this is your first outright win. Congratulations, mate. What a way to go.
Thank you. Thank you.
A little bit of help there from your teammate, which was quite a nice tactical move. Were you guys in a Discord together at that time?
No, but I did have Marcus jump in and tell me you're going to win this thing, and that's what happened. So, yeah, I really got to thank Marcus for that win.
He done a cracking job. There was one move we saw in, I think it was the second one in the first heat, and he wiggled his way through between, I think it was Cam Hardwick and Callum Hodgkinson. I don't know how he made it through, man. It was like a little wiggle as he shunted through between them. And there was no contact or anything like that. But once he got into that position in front of Thomas and Gallo, I thought to myself, he's gonna back these boys up now, and he did exactly that, and just gave you enough lifeline to come out and take it home.
Yeah, that was the plan. I was yelling at my screen, Marcus, defend, and go, and yeah, my tires were like falling off a cliff by the second last lap, and I was just trying to keep it on the track. So
they did catch you. They got to 8/10 down the final corner. You were down. I think you were just on 2/10 on 2 seconds when Marcus ran out of fuel. So I think he ran out of fuel just at the right time. He just held them off long enough for you to get out and about. But mate, that was some cracking driving tonight. It wasn't all about what Watson did at the very end. That was just a pinnacle, a bit of cream at the end of it, because you were having an absolute drive of your life tonight. The way you drove around Donahue, Gallo and Fahey for, a majority of that race was spectacular, man. You really hung it out there with those boys and did a cracking job.
Yeah, well, my racecraft has definitely improved since the first time I raced last season. So, yeah. Those guys were racing really clean, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Well, you did a lot better than some of the other boys from Project 36 tonight. They didn't have the best night. David's down there in 19th, and Jared in 25th, so he had a bit of an off night. So you waved the Project 36 flag, man, with an amazing bit of work out there. How old are you again, mate?
I'm 20.
20. All right, so Mum and Dad aren't rushing you to beds, but you'll be getting ready.
No.
You'll be not quite, not anymore anyway. But uni has uni started?
No, not for me. I'm
Not
sure
for you?
it would have for a lot of other people though.
Excellent, mate. What are you doing with yourself these days? Is it school or work?
Trying to get into work, but this is just what I do at the moment, and yeah, well, it's paying off.
Yep. Good to see. What are you doing? What are you planning on doing, mate, when you get to work?
Well, I'd love to build computers, which would be more.
Oh, okay. Anyone out there who wants to train and bring a young fella on that's eager, get a hold of Greggy Cook or reach out to me. There's plenty of people watching, so come on, someone get out there. Where are you, in Queensland?
No, not quite. Bit far.
Yep. All right, cool. Well, Mr. Cook, you have done a cracking bit of work out there, mate. Your racecraft has improved since you hit the Project 36 team, and the boys are obviously getting around you and getting you faster. You've obviously learned a few things from Mr. Watson as well. Good old Marcus out there. He's doing a cracking bit of work, so he's probably giving you a few things as well. How have you found it with the new team, and is this the big leap forward for you now of confidence?
I think the leap forward was when I got my pro badge from last season, but yeah, the guys at Project 36 definitely helped a bit. to improve my racecraft in this category and in other categories as well. So huge thanks to all of them for the help and support.
Excellent, mate. Well, you're doing a cracking job. Who gets Mr. Cook out on track, mate? Who are the sponsors?
Well, thanks to Project 36, and thanks to Cataclysm Computers, Outlier Speed Co, and CC Forge.
Excellent, mate. Don't forget Mum and Dad.
Oh yeah. Thanks, parents. Thank you, and my family. They were watching the last couple laps and cheering me on. They were at my door, and I could just see their reflection in the shadow of the light, and it was distracting me. So I was losing a bit of time thanks to that. But yeah, they were yelling and screaming and carrying on after the race ended. So huge thanks to them as well.
Well, it's awesome, mate. It was a well-deserved win. Watch it back. You did a cracking job, mate. Some of the battles you had out there were amazing, and it's definitely a breakout performance as far as I'm concerned for you, mate. It was absolutely ridiculous, some of the driving out there tonight. So, ladies and gents, first time winning as a pro, as his promotion from a Pro-Am last season to pro now. He's taken it out the first top step at an amazing Phillip Island. Mate, what are your thoughts before I kick you out on Barber Motorsports Park?
I don't know. I've never raced there before.
Get off the rig and start practicing, buddy.
Yeah, I think I've got to.
Well done, mate. Well, congratulations, dude. See you next week, ladies and gents. Tonight's feature race winner, Greggy Cook from Project 36. Congratulations, dude. And see you next week.
Thanks, everyone.
Well, that's time for me to shut up, Mr. Watson. I think I've flapped my gums for way too long tonight. It's 10 o'clock. Past my bedtime, and I know it's probably breakfast time for you down there, but mate, in a couple of words, what a race that was.
Absolutely, and I hope Greg gets to practicing on Barber soon, because let me tell you, that is not a track that you can handle with only a handful of laps of practice. But yeah, I was hoping that this is what we were going to see from Phillip Island tonight, because of the fact that this is pretty much how any race I've seen here in my time at SRW go. And yeah, once again, it was just a absolute cracker of a race with how everyone was, going at each other. Nothing too crazy, not a whole lot of dumpster fire moves, just a lot of clean racing, all things considered.
Yeah, no, it was amazing racing. It's something that I'll probably go back and watch tomorrow while I'm working. I'll have it on the second computer in the background, because there were some amazing battles out there. I think Greggy Cook, as much as Marcus helped him get away from the boys, he still got himself to the pointy end of that position, and would have been battling all the way through. Marcus did the team job and slowed these boys down a little bit, which was amazing. But cracking bit of work from all the guys at the top, all the guys in the middle, all the way down to the bottom. There was some battles left, right and centre. If you're out there and you watch these boys every week, please like, subscribe and share this as much as possible, because the races like Greggy Cook need to be seen. The work that Johnny Hewitt Gallo and Fahey did tonight as well, Marcus Watson, was spectacular out on track. A big special thank you out there to Phoenix Driver Development for their support in all the categories as a stream sponsor. If you're out there in the V8 supercars and you're liking the Gen 2s, Gen 3s, and you want to get faster, reach out to Phoenix Driver Development. They will be out there to help you one-on-one or in a team atmosphere, also helping you out with setups and a way to battle with these amazing beasts, the V8s that they are. If you're out there as well and you're looking for something new for mum and dad, or something for your man cave in a V8 supercar engine, or a bloody Ferrari, Lambo, or an Aston Martin, get a hold of Grim Industries. They've got some spectacular work they're doing at the moment, and the guy is an absolute legend. Don't forget Shunt Sceneries. If you're into flight simulations, reach out to them and get some 3D rendering done for your personalised hangar or something like that, or whatever it is that floats your boat in the flight simulation world. Reach out to Greg and he'll look after you. A big thank you out there to Warren and Brown Tools for supporting us and supporting all the work that we do. There's a few new things that they'll be doing with us in the coming month, so we'll reach out and let you guys know once we have more details. But also, big thank you out to MOZA Racing for supporting this series. If you're out there and you want to get involved in the sim racing world and reach out with all the people that we have access to, we've got a big social network that we do for all our groups. So there's, hundreds of thousands of people that we reach with our posts. Reach out to us and let us know if you're interested in becoming part of the sim racing world community. A special thanks down to Kobe tonight for filling in for tonight, and Mr. Watson. A big happy birthday out to Dean Biggles tonight, turning 50, the big 50. He's having dinner with the family, and the show goes on. We will see you all here tomorrow night for the GR86, as the Warren Brown GR86 Nationals are on tomorrow night, starting at 7:50. Qualifying starts at 8 p.m. Come and join Mr. Watson and Kobe as we go through the round 7 with those. And then for the GT3 boys out there and the lovers of the GT3, we are back this weekend for a spectacular run in the GT3. So get yourselves ready for some amazing high-octane simulated racing for the GT3 guys out there. But a special thank you to everyone. Thank you for supporting us. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Stay safe, and see you all tomorrow night. Thanks for coming along.